Yo, what's up, guys, and welcome to the stream. So today we have got what is turned out to be one of the more popular streams, and that is a mapping stream. How you doing, Gary Smith, mate? Welcome to the stream. Very early for you today. But I've got some really good assets. So the idea is that there's going to be a warehouse here, and inmates are going to be able to do a pick packing job. Okay. So the idea is that they to make income and to work, they can come to this warehouse, and there's going to be a pick packing job. So as you can see, we've got some racking, but we've also got a couple of other assets. So we've got racking, which is very good. This is all built through the blueprint. So as you can see, we can, number of bays, we can go 4 bays long like that. Let's just put it back to that. Number of rows, we can go like this, and then bang, we've got 2 rows now, as you can see. Or we can go like this. Let's go with a 4th row. So that's really good. Let's go with 1. And we've actually got different types of racking. So we've got wire racking, we've got steel racking, which I'm not going to use. We've got wooden racking, which I might use in maybe use it, but I like this wire racking. What do you reckon, guys? And also I think I can make the dirt amount like this. So let's go with 1. Oh, real, you can make them really dirty. So there's let's go with the 0.2 maybe. 0.2. No, we'll go with brand new shelving, because I like that. I don't think there's really no way of this shelving to get dirty, because the idea is that we're gonna have warehouse equipment as well. So what do we got? We've got a cart. We've got these are all made by the same developer, and they're all high quality assets. So we've got that, and we've got one of these big bad boys. Look at that. So there's our handling equipment. I just got that so we've got some extra stuff, but the main stuff is our wooden pallets, like this, right? Same developer still. And then we got cardboard boxes. So the idea is that this is going to be a warehouse full of boxes. And it's going to be a pick and packing situation. So think like in the middle here, there's going to be like a desk, or maybe even a couple of pallets stacking up with a computer. There's going to be a computer there, and you like to be the process is you're going to go to the computer, you're going to get like pack an order. So you get an order, and then the computer's going to tell you to go to rack 1 or rack 2 and get something from rack 1, and then you're going to bring it back to a pallet, and you're going to put it on the pallet. You're going to carry the box from the rack and then carry it onto the pallet, and then go back to the computer and then dispatch it. So you send it off. So that's going to be the process. What do you think of that, guys? So I'm thinking it'll take you maybe 60 seconds to do a process. So maybe you make a couple of dollars every minute. You know what I mean? So if you work for 10 minutes, you maybe make $30 or something. You know what I mean? Like $3 every process or something. It's got to be a small amount, because you don't make heaps of money in jail when you do stuff like this. But so there's our stuff there. So let's see what other type of boxes we got. See, I don't want to use these ones. What's this? No. No. Yes. Uh, Let me just quickly check up on you guys. I'm not sure how many's watching, but shout out to whoever's watching. Everything's looking good. Everything's good. Yep, beautiful. All right, we've got those boxes. We've got them boxes. So like each rack can have different types of boxes. Uh, so that's not going to help. That's going to work. These boxes. So we've got 3 different types of boxes now that we can use. That's that one there. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. We've got 4 now. Beautiful. We've got 5. This is what I wanted. All different types of boxes. So that's what we're working with there. Oh, look at this. See, we can have like a palette and there's stuff like that. Beautiful. I want to see how they fit on the palette. Beautiful. So I'm just like getting stuff out now, just to maybe we can go like this and then go, you know, there's a pallet, you know what I mean? So that's the idea. It's just a warehouse, and you're doing a pick and packing job. You know, this can maybe be the desk that where they've got the computer on, and I've got the computer. I haven't actually built in the dispatch logic, but there's going to be a CCTV computer, CCTV, and then you got CCTV, and then you got chargers, and then you're going to have a dispatch computer like that. So this is going to be, see, we only got CCTV and chargers, but that's going to be a dispatch computer, so then you can do your dispatch stuff. So that's the idea of that. So if we need a table, we'll do that. But what I'm thinking is that maybe a bunch of these stacked on top of each other, because this would be like a certain situation like this. Like bang, bang, bang. What? Shift and shift and shift and what's happening here? Shift and there we go. You know what I mean? This is the warehouse setup. You know what I mean? Like this would work. You know what I mean? Like I reckon that would just look more warehousey. So there's our this is the type of stuff we're going to be using here. So what do you reckon, guys? Kenneth Bay says, "Hey there. What made you want to make a prison game?" Well, initially, I started trying to make a role play game. You know what I mean? Cops and robbers style. You know, with 1,000 different features, which was just turned out to be way too much of a scale. To be able to achieve that type of game, you need to spend at least 5 years. 5 years, especially with a small team, to be able to achieve that type of thing. So I actually spent a while trying to work out how can I, because I really wanted to make a role play game the way 5M works, but I didn't. I tried to work out how to make a smaller scale, and this is what I come up with. I thought of you know, the prison logic, the jail logic, that's going to be built into the roleplay game. So why not just focus on that one feature and build that one feature? So now we're building a prison role-playing game, which is a much smaller scale, and within 1 year instead of 5 years, we should be well into testing within 12 months of the first initial start date, which is, I can show you. June 17th, that's when I started this project. June 17th this year. Did you ever play No Way Out, the prison game? No, I never played any of those prison games, but I'm aware of those prison games. I looked into all the prison games, and the Way Out's more of a co-op. There's other prison games. There is multiplayer prison games where you've got to try and escape the prison, and then the other class has got to try and stop you from escaping the prison. But there is no prison game where it's fully multiplayer controlled, where it's like 5M, where there's no set rules to do anything. You just role play your role as an inmate or a prison guard. So the prison guards are going to be pretty much ordering around the inmates. Inmates are going to be trying to make money by with contraband and hiding contraband and all that type of stuff. So that's the idea of it. So the idea is to give the players heaps of different features to be able to role play said role, and make their own fun. Do you know when the game will be able to play test for viewers? Hopefully before this time next year. I'm hoping by mid next year we'll be properly testing where the public can download the game, because we need to go into a closed beta. Like there is no way that I'm going to release the game when it's buggy or all that type of stuff. So we need to get to a stage where it's really good. We need the game needs to be good out the gate. It needs to be bug free out the gate. It needs to be complete out the gate. So the only reason I would keep pushing it back is because it would need to be, but I'm hoping within if I go really hard out and actually hopefully 6 months, I'm thinking we'll be either close to testing or well into testing. How long have you used Unreal Engine? Is it hard to learn? That question depends. I've been learning Unreal Engine full time since early 2023. But however, I've been developing San Andreas multiplayer servers for over 14 years, so I'm very seasoned in programming. That's why Unreal Engine was more easier for me to learn. The only wall I sort of had was trying to learn how things are done in the engine, because like in the engine, in Unreal Engine, it's done different ways. Things are done differently. You should do a license plate area for a job. A license plate area? What do you mean? A license plate area where they make license plates or something? But see, I'm sort of limited. I'm only a programmer, and the only other guy on the team is an animator. I'm limited to the 3D models I can use. So I thought, what's the best type of job that I can make with the 3D models that I can get? And a warehouse job was the simplest thing that I could come up with. Will you be able to customize the prison character? Yes, eventually, yes. I really want to try and make it so you can put tattoos on your character. Potentially even do it like in the server, like get a tattoo gun and just start tattooing someone's arm and stuff like that. But yeah, those are the ideas. But let's jump straight back into the into this. So this is our warehouse situation sort of thing. We've got some more questions. Will you have any cutscenes in the game? No, that's the idea. There's no cutscenes. There's no voice acting. There's no missions. There's no set way of doing anything. There's just ways to progress, ways to make money, ways to do things, ways to have fun, ways to catch inmates doing things, ways to get away, to sneak around things and all that type of stuff. That's just the idea. The idea is that the players make the fun. They've just got a bunch of different features that they can utilize to role play that role. What is the end goal for the game? Is it to escape eventually? No, there is no end goal for the game. There is no escaping. There is escaping, but not escaping the prison. There's escaping custody. So let me see if I can explain it here. So let me speed this up a little bit. So here's the map. It's an interior. There's no exterior. So okay, we've got our cells over here and all this type of stuff. And see this side? This side is inmates can walk around and all that type of stuff, because then there needs to be that level of freedom, or it wouldn't make sense to like the game wouldn't make sense being locked in your cell all the time. You know what I mean? So you need to be able to walk around as an inmate to a degree. So think of this side is inmates can walk around, but this side is the restricted side. This is the offices and like you know, the CCTV cameras stuff and all that type of stuff. So this is considered restricted, but there's going to be reasons to get over here as an inmate, to get into stuff like this and search desks and get you know, random items that you can loot and stuff like that. That's one option, one reason to get over here. And to do that is you'd have to get a maintenance card and get through a maintenance door. So then if you get through this maintenance door, you get through here, you can go two different ways. You can go to the sewer where there's a dealer, you can get contraband off him, or you can go this side and go down here and literally get onto the restricted side over here, and then you can sneak around and all that type of stuff here and get into here. There's going to be other reasons to get over here and that. So that's the idea. It's just, it's going to be whatever role you are, you're role playing that role, and you've got you make the fun. Uh, does that mean the game never ends? Yes, it never ends. There is no ending. There's no start. Essentially, you essentially just spawn. Like if you log in as an inmate, you will spawn in an allocated cell. You will get a cell. You're allocated the cell. That's your cell. You know, you can store stuff in your cell. You can store stuff on yourself. You got an inventory and stuff like that. So that's the idea. But yeah. Right now, we need to suss this out. So what I can do probably is get rid of all this stuff, I reckon. I'll answer the question in a second. Let's just go like this. Will you be able to play with a friend, or is it solo only? You'll be able to. It's multiplayer driven. There is. It's not solo. You will be able to play solo if nobody joins your server, but you'll be essentially on servers with up to 20 other players. I'm thinking of limiting it to 20 players because I think that's achievable in a listen server format. Because I think at least in the first testing stages we need to do in a listening server format. So yeah, it's going to be multiplayer with other players that can join and can choose to either be an inmate or a guard. So they can choose to what they want to be. There can be a situation when there's going to be no guards because no one wants to be a guard. But if someone wants to turn into a guard, they can easily turn themselves into a guard, and now they're a guard, and now they can do that, all the guard stuff. Is it hard to put multiplayer in a game? See, that question depends. It's harder. It's harder than making a single player game because you need to take into account server side logic, client side logic, and all that type of stuff. So it's harder to make a multiplayer game. Yes. For a newbie, it would be hard to even grasp the concept of server side and client side. But those are one of the advantages I had, is I already understand server and client side. Pretty much been working with it. Not essentially with San Andreas multiplayer. I was doing server side anti-cheat logic and stuff like that, but I done a bit of 5M, and that's where I learnt more of the server and client side logic. So yeah, already understood all that type of stuff. So, and this type of game is pretty easy to make because it's essentially just interaction animations, you know, like searching people, doing like you're pretty much just doing animations, which you just multicast the montage and bang, all the other players can see the montage. So it's replicated. But let's start getting rid of some of this and let's start laying out this bad boy. So now we've got heaps of different boxes we can use, heaps of different product. So let's start getting rid of some of this stuff. And let's start laying out these shelves. Alright, how can we do this? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Uh, is that too long, you reckon? I reckon 3 days is good. Will the game be free? Yes, it's going to be free to play. Number of rows, let's go with 4 rows. Why does it go backwards, the numbers? What? Oh, what? Oh, man. Just trying to center it. Okay, right there. Oh, that's centered. I know why it's back to front. And it, oh man, it's going to be out of whack when I do it. Good Lord. Oh man. Why? Alright, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. How much difference is it to make a game like this compared to a single player Superman game? Well, major difference. See, with single player games, you need missions, you need dialogue logic, you need cutscenes, you need NPCs, you need voice actors, you need everything. Like it might be easier to make a single player game, but like a big single player game like that, like it's something you shouldn't take on, at least for your first game. That's something I learned with trying to take on a real big role play game like that. You just can't do it. Like you could in 5 to 10 years, but it's not very logical, really, is it? So go for a real smaller game. Narrow it down like I have. And I'm only going for multiplayer games because I don't want to have to make all cutscenes. I don't want to have voice acting, missions, all that type of stuff. I just want multiplayer games that work like 5M, where you join a server and you can just do stuff. You know what I mean? And like you make your own fun that's the whole idea of role playing. You role play. You know what I mean? You're playing a role sort of thing. So yeah, that's the idea. 27 minutes in, let's do it. We've only got some racks down. We've been answering questions. There's been a Q&A session this whole stream. I don't mind. If you've got questions, this is the best time to ask them, because you'll get a real time response. But I feel it's very empty over here now. Interesting. Ah, okay. So right there, I need to go. Alright, that's centered. I think that's gonna work. What I could do, because there's way too much extra room. Could make these longer. Yeah, I think that's gonna be good. Alright, we've got 4 rows. So now, what's the best option I've got here? Is probably to start building up pallets. Oh, nice. These very handy. Let's just get these here. Alright. So now I can go like this and I go. I'm going to remove all the ones I'm not going to use, like that one, that one. I'm not going to use the piles. There's a good product. That one can get removed. Wait, is that a lid? It is. I don't like that box. It's dodgy as. See, here's one. There's one bit of product there. You can carry that one too. That can get removed. We'll go with that one. Another product. And these ones, okay. So this stuff can like go on the bottom. It will help me fill out stuff like that. Let's get rid of that. Native B says, good work so far, bro. Can't wait to play. Thanks, man. Okay, so there's one situation we can... Wait, is that the right way? Yep, so you can get the... I've got to make sure these are the right way. Actually, it's the wrong way. The forks don't go in that way, they go in this way. What? What on earth happened there? Okay. Shift end. Shift end. Okay. So that's the idea. Let me sort of explain the idea how it's going to work. Say your computer's over here, you're like, alright, I need to get a box from rack 3. You come to rack 3, and there's going to be, this is going to be highlighted, then another box up here is going to be highlighted, another box down here highlighted, 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 and then you can just go to any of those, grab a box, a box will appear in your hand, you'll hold the box, you'll go over, you'll put it on your pallet, you'll go back to your computer, and you'll dispatch it, and you'll send it away, and it would just disappear, and that's your process. You get $3, and you're like, bang, you open up another order, you get another order, you go get another one. Maybe I can extend it a little bit, say we need 3 boxes from aisle 3, or 2 2 boxes from aisle 3, 1 box from aisle 1, you know, like that type of stuff. So maybe it takes about a minute or so to do a pick and packing process, but that's the idea, guys. Something I want to test is hopefully there's no frame rate issue. So I'll jump in game and we'll test that. Because if you've seen the last stream, oh my goodness, I think I will drop a few frames because this place is so big. Going from like a small hallway into something this big, you will drop a little bit of frames because the only type of optimization I've done is added a cull distance. So anything so far away is culled. That's all I've done so far. No optimization yet, but these are like really good assets that I wanted to get, man. Because they look perfect. They suit our style, you know. Like we want to have everything realistic. Because it's a role play game, it needs to be realistic. You know what I mean? This is where we're going. We're going in game to test the frame rate. And the pick packing job, pretty simple system. You simply go to a rack. You interact with the boxes on the rack. A box will appear in your hands. You'll walk over to the pallet where you dispatch it. You'll place it down. I'm getting him to do animations where you can where you take box off the rack, hold it, walk over, place it down, and then that's the process. But look at that camera. It's a little bit interesting. I'm going to move them over a little bit, I reckon, because they can be moved over. But that camera is the CCTV system. Pretty cool, huh? But what are we looking at here? Stat, FPS. Stat, FPS. Alright, 50 frames a second, 40, 50, 60, 50, 60. Alright, 50, 60, 40, 40, 50, 50, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 50. It should drop dramatically if anything's going to happen. Oh, wow. Interesting. Why? These blueprints are maybe too extensive. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. We need to look into that. Let's just look at this for starters. $4K. $4K textures for the boxes. Interesting. I don't understand because it's not like these big things like, because look at the size of this thing here. There's no issue over here. These are 8K. What? Oh man. This is what was happening before. What's the issue over here? I bet you it's all this stuff over here. It's all this stuff. There's too much over here. Well, let's see if it's that's the issue. We'll jump into the game, but while we're waiting, we can go here. Use stat unit. We'll tell you if you're GPU or CPU bound. It's not a texture issue. Is it like some sort of something that I'm unaware of? Like a GPU, GPU or CPU bound? I think you, wait, what did you say? Stat unit. How do I do the stat unit, Lightwater? How do I check stat units? But right now I'm just trying to see if it's so it wasn't the assets from before. There's something serious happening here for some reason. Maybe I've hit the limit. Maybe I've hit the limit of objects in the. But I'm pretty sure it's those extensive, like racking blueprints. $50, $60, $70. See, no, see, we're good. It's the racks. Those racks are just fucking extensive by the looks of it. Look, see, I'm good. 70 frames for like 30, 50. This is standard. This is the most I can get for my build by the looks of it. I can't really get any higher than that. Unless I've got an empty map. It's like stat FPS. Stat unit. Okay. Stat units in the command. I can tell you are going to run into issues with the amount of lights you have all on it. Yeah, I thought I would come into some issues, but the lighting that I'm using is fairly optimized. There's hundreds and hundreds of of light units. These lights are probably the issue actually, because I made these fairly extensive. Like look how intense I made them. So I need to work out what's going on with the racks. What I can do is we can just start, at least for now, at least we know it's the racks. If I have to manually put the racks down or something, I don't know, like that would just have to do. But let's start getting some more of this stuff. Alright, there's my different variations of bottom racks. So now, it's probably better off using them like this instead of individual boxes. I can make some more variations of it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make these big blueprints. Oh, shit. You got the idea? You catch my drift? There's maybe another variation. But see, it wouldn't make sense then. We need like 4 different variations of different types of boxes. So this is not going to cut it. Uh, Interesting. So there's one type. The second type would be maybe these. I don't think we have to go into like heaps detail. Like, yeah, but it would actually make a lot, it'd be more realistic. So say you have to go and grab one of these boxes, and then you have to grab one of these boxes, and then maybe grab one of these boxes. That's what we're going to do. Let me just double check everything's good. Stat unit. Let me quickly just go in game and check stat unit. Hopefully all this type of stacking and stuff over here isn't going to drop frame rates. I don't know what on earth was happening with that. Because those racking blueprints are pretty extensive, man. So I don't know what's happening there. There's some sort of performance issue in the warehouse with the racking. So what does stat unit to do? Let's find out. Man, like that was a really good, like I really wanted to get those specific racks because the racks, the boxes, the pallets, the warehouse equipment, all done by the same developer, and he's a really good developer. So I wanted to let's go with the stat FPS. And standard, pretty standard frame rate here, and then we can go with a stat unit. Shows the hardware unit frame rate. Oh wow, stat unit, interesting. It's not having a bar of it, I'm telling you. I could construct these manually, but look how manually it'd have to be constructed. I think that'd be the best way, literally. I can make like one's that long or something. We can have, maybe instead of 4 rows, we can have 8 rows. Yeah, we're gonna test it now with the racking in there, and we're gonna because it was all in the green there for that. But now we're waiting for. I think someone subscribed there. Shout out to whoever subscribed, if that was a subscriber. But make sure you hit the like button, guys. Notify YouTube to send more people in here. Get a big following going before we release this game. But we're still very early into development, guys. I'm working very hard on it, full time on it. So like, alright. So this blueprint should tank the performance. Alright. What on earth? Stat unit. Now watch it all go into the red as soon as we walk into this bad boy. What is this? Frame 13, 14, wait. Stat. Alright, this is where we're at. Can you see it? Let's see how bad this, as soon as I open this door. Oh, it's actually not that bad. It's still low. That's what I noticed, but like just one rack drops the frames a little bit. Look at that, 20 frames. And my GPU is an RTX 4060. My CPU is a Ryzen 5 5500. There's something, oh, man, we need to do something with this. Like, what type of extensivity have we got in this bad boy right here? No wonder, look at this. Brother, just make us some meshes that we can place down, for the love of God. Yeah, it's not the GPU, it's the draw count. What do you mean by draw count? How come the frames go so low? I don't understand either, Kenneth. It's literally this because look at this. Look at this. This is running on the construction script. So this is constantly getting called. Like, I don't know if it will call it once and then if something changes, then it will get called again, or it's getting called constantly. But look, we've got sequences. There's probably delays and everything. We've got for loops. Oh my God, brother, what are you doing to us? We're trying to make video games, not fucking... Oh, alright, so what I'm gonna do, look at this. Watch me do a sneaky, guys. Alright? I'm gonna do a little sneaky. Yeah, watch me do a little sneaky. Ready? I don't know if we can do a sneaky, but we'll try and do a sneaky by going like this. Go, then 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 go. Oh, this is not gonna fucking work. Definitely not gonna work. What the fuck? Wait, it fucking worked. I can just number these things myself. Please have collision on it. That's all. Like, let's get rid of that bad boy and go. Let's see if this does any difference. I mean, like, I'm gonna have to reconstruct it like this anyway. Let's say, well, these 25 fucking instances. Look into instant static meshes. Yeah, these would be instant static meshes. But maybe we can just get away with it like this. And then I can number these myself with some decals. Or fuck the numbers. No, we need numbers because we need to say go to rack 1 and shit like that. Go to rack 1, grab a box from rack 2, grab 2 boxes from rack 1, grab 3 boxes from rack. Look at all the materials. Yeah, because they're all different. They're all individual pieces. That's a piece. That's a piece. That's a piece. But this might at least avoid the fucking construction script just consuming the fucking performance of the game. Like, it's pretty cool to do that, to have the racking perform like pretty good, but fuck. So if this is good, if the frame rates are just fixed again, I'm just gonna whack a bunch of these down and see if we can get away with it. See if the collisions just work properly. And maybe turn them into instant static meshes. You do a static mesh actor. You create a static mesh actor, right? And then stat FPS, stat units. $60.70. Fucking beautiful, brother. Fucking beautiful. Oh, for the love of God. For the love of God. This is not... Okay. It's not gonna work, but... best way to find out what is using so many draw units is to use a trace profile. There are some good videos on YouTube for it. A trace profile, what do you mean? A trace profiler. Oh, we'll be going for an hour. See that thing that says trace on the bottom bar? Oh. Can you explain what it is and how to use it, bro? I've never even fucking noticed that there. Uh, Start tracing. The trace destination is set from the menu. Interesting. Interesting. Recent traces. Well, what's this? I have no idea what the fuck I'm looking at. I'm assuming orange and is not a good. Yeah, you'd have to explain to me what the fuck that shit is. But it will tell you what exactly is wrong. Interesting. It's kind of complicated and hard to explain in chat. Click stat named events in there. Stat named events. Interesting. Should I be like playing the game or something? Alright. Let's get some racks in here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to reconstruct these fucking things, like, interesting. Start it until you're in game and then do a 10-second trace, alright. But this is probably the most extensive blueprint I've ever seen in my fucking life. You got 4 loops on a fucking construction script. Are you out of your mind? No, I still don't even know what the fuck's going on. How do I do this trace? Like, do I press this thing when I'm in there or something? A trace, what, a line trace? Like, uh, when there's no comment, when there's a sound and no comment, I'm pretty sure that's someone subscribing. So shout out to whoever that was. Oh my goodness. All I want is some fucking racking to put some fucking boxes on there. Like, I don't want an AI powered racking system, you know what I mean? Like, oh wait. As soon as I open his door, watch it tank. How do I do a trace while I'm in game? Tanked! Look, as soon as I look at him, it's all good over here, but as soon as I look at these bad boys, fuck me. They're 10 frames a second. So this is how easy it is to do shit in Unreal Engine that is unoptimized. Fuck me, man. I just want some racking. Fucking hell. 1,000 drawers just for the shelf. For the shelf, is that bad? Yeah, the drawers on that asset are crazy. It's out of control, brother. Out of fucking control, I'm telling you. Fuck me dead. Alright. We're going for a plan fucking B. Alright? A static mesh actor. Blueprints. Non-AI powered racking. Uh, what can be the primary? Be this bad boy right there. Okay. So now, instant static mesh. Interesting. Okay. So these can be the protectors. Where the fuck is it? This is how it's, am I doing this right? Is this how it's meant to be? Okay. What? For the love of God. I'm just gonna like build my own racking. Fucking that shit. Uh, we'll just make it an actor with a default root, scene root. So non-AI powered racking. Okay. So now we can go with a static. A component that efficiently renders multiple instances of the same static mesh. What the fuck? What's the go? They don't want to fucking work. Let's go with a static. Fucking hell, mate. Beautiful. I don't know if this is even gonna work. Go with a Interesting. This is going to be the best option. Non-AI powered. Created by fucking Elon Musk, the thing. Fucking hell, mate. We just want a fucking racking. We just need some racking for some boxes. Alright, now, this is probably getting centered there will be the best one, I reckon. Interesting. There's the center. Alright, beautiful. We can duplicate that bad boy. And duplicate that bad boy. Alright, let's just... Oh, wait. I should go like this and go like this and duplicate that and then go like this and then go like this. Alright, let's see just how this handles. Our non-AI powered racking. I would just scrap that asset if it was for me. Well, this actually happened with other assets, and then I've actually purchased these assets, and I really like this racking. There just really isn't any other quality racking like it, and I think if I just do this static, if I just use the static meshes, it would be fine. Because that fucking construction script is out of control, brother. It should be illegal to have that much shit running on a construction script. You might as well run it on tick. You know what I mean? Like, alright, let's have a crack there. These are the wrong way. I think we can do a 180 on it. Beautiful. Okay. Alright, let's test our non-AI powered racking. You know what? I'm going to leave it at name. Non-AI powered racking. The boxes are fine. The pallets are fine. I bet you could have 100 fucking boxes and it will still be fine. But that AI powered racking, not cutting it. It's not gonna cut it. See, all I gotta do is maybe make 2-3 row racking and just literally fucking manually put the numbers on there. Maybe I can do the number logic myself. So when you place it down, you just put the number in and it'll go on the racking. That's what I'm gonna do. Stat FPS. Stat unit. 50, 60 frames a second, 40, 50, 70, 70, 70, 70, 70, 60. Oh, for the love of beautifulness. How are you doing, my racking king? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness. This is us. This is us, guys. There's our racking. I can probably go too high. I reckon we go too high and too long. So all I've got to do is like, see, I think that the wire looks good. Everything looks good. See, like, look how high quality it's got some dirt on it. By default, we'll just leave that, who cares. But there's our racking, look. No issues at all happening here. 500 drawers. 1,000 drawers. Is that bad? See, we've got 900, we've got 1,000 here. I think this is okay. This is good, guys. This is just normal. I'm not seeing any impact on performance now. So this is what we'll have to do. So there we go. We've got our non-AI powered racking, which is performing pretty well. At least we fixed that issue. Amiri is here. He back to SAMP scripting, bro. No, I left SAMP a long time ago, brother. Well, your draw time is still pretty high, but better. Well, like I said, I'm limited to the 3D models that I can use, and that's what we got. That's what we got so far. I mean, the other assets I was using was tanking the performance down to about 5 frames. So this is good. This is gonna work. This is definitely gonna work. So maybe we can start building this out a little bit more. Or maybe I can just go like this. Oh, what happened there? Why isn't it duplicating? Oh, that's why. No way. Okay. Everything but the protectors gets duplicated. Why doesn't it want to do it? It doesn't want to fucking do it. Alright, I have to manually do it one by one. SAMP scripting getting much views, and I enjoy them there. I noticed over many years it gets fuck all views. San Andreas multiplayer compared to everything else. All right, so there's that. So maybe we can go. Wait, actually, I need to test the height of this. Interesting. Okay. How high did he do it? Yeah, alright. That's the same height. Beautiful. Alright. So that's the height we're looking for. So now we can probably go like this. Alright. I'm not going to be able to fucking duplicate that. Fucking hell. Alright. There's the heights for the racking. I think that's a good. Alright, let's check the height now for the actual character. See if it's plausible to be able to take a box off this second shelf. And then there we go. We'll have three levels high. I can probably extend this out one more. So we've got 2 rows, and that's going to be our racks. So we're going to have maybe couple rows in the middle, and we're done. That's our racking. And then I just got to pack a lot of boxes onto the racking, and then number the racking as well. How can we do this? We can put something here, and then we can make a variable with the number, expose it, so we can get it here and make it, maybe, rack number 1, rack number 2. just like the AI powered racking has the little square things with the numbers on it. But let's go into here. Stat FPS, stat unit. Yeah, that will work. That's the height it needs to be. Like, I think it's the same height as well. I think we can probably go up a click. Yeah, up one more click, I reckon. No, it's going to be too high. We'll just leave it there like that. Shift and doesn't want to do that. Yeah, I think that's going to be our racking, our height and everything. Beautiful. Now what I want to double check while we're still here, maybe not jumble everything up together. Let's start getting some of this stuff out of here. Let's just get this where it needs to be. Warehouse racking blueprints. Let's jump in game. What we'll do next is start working on these number logic. How long have we been going for? An hour and a half. Not too bad. Going for a little bit long. Probably finish up in a little bit. So what I want to do is probably finish off this racking. I just want to make sure, you know, the frames are all good while we're adding stuff. I just want to make sure these this handling equipment isn't going to do the same thing as the racking, which it shouldn't. And I think this is rigged. I mean, that could actually be controlled. That that forklift sort of thing, pallet jack forklift thingy. Be pretty cool if you could actually like fucking use a forklift and like pull a pallet off the top rack or something. You know what I mean? That'd be sick. That'd be getting real realistic. Really, the first the first systems of each feature are really going to be just prototypes, just to get things working. And then we can upgrade things later. So that's all good there. What do we got here? Stat, FPS. Let's go with a stat unit. No, we're good. We're good. Oh, that's sick. That's got physics. Maybe we'll have to remove that. So what's going on here with that shit? So we got, what is this? It's actor. This is just a material. And the forks move. That's insane. Oh, yeah, because it's happening here. That's what's stopping me from doing it. All right, there's that. This. Why the fuck is there physics enabled on this thing? These things are heavy, bro. No, 250. Yeah. There's those fixed. So these won't be getting knocked around anymore. They're just there, you know, for to make it look like a fucking warehouse. You know what I mean? But that's pretty much where we are here. So with this racking, I can go like this. Let's just say that we can go. We duplicate that, and then we can go like this. Sign. Okay. There's our sign. The little bit of dirt on it's going to be alright. So there's our sign, right? And then we can do a text decal or a text render on the sign. We can go with a 0 on that bad boy. Center, center. Is this the wrong way or something? It is. Or is it? What in the world? See that? Beautiful, eh? There's rack one. It's on the fucking wrong side. Unless I go like this. But that's the idea for the racking. There we go. We've got a very simple racking system, numbering system there. So when you place it down, you got rack number, boom. It will start out off at 0. You can go 1. Is that centered though? Oh, for fuck's sakes. Is that centered? No way that's centered. Or is it? Ah, that's good enough. Alright, there we go. So now we've got our numbered racks. We can probably go another row up here, which will be about there. No, I reckon we just leave it like that. Let's see what this looks like. Alright, so there we go. We've got our racks. Not that it would, but let's just do one more test to make sure this construction logic isn't fucking messing shit up like before. But there we go, we've got our rack. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this to be too long. So then we can have racks in the middle, couple racks in the middle, couple racks on the side. I might actually make this place a little bit smaller, that much smaller. So the wall's going to be here. So that we can fit everything nicely in here. So that's probably what I'm going to do actually. But yeah. We've been going a little bit too long, so let's have, I don't want to be going too long on these streams just so they're you can digestible, you can watch them back and stuff like that. So what we'll do is we'll do one last test, and there we go. We solved the problem with the AI powered fucking racking system, just absolutely tanking the performance. But now we've got a simple racking system where we can number them. But what do you reckon, guys? Reckon this is a good little job, that we can do. I mean, a good little job for the inmates. There's going to be boxes everywhere, and they can go and grab boxes, bring them back to one of these pallets. You know what I mean? On the ground, and you can put it on there, and you can dispatch it, and all that type of stuff. So it's a pick packing job. Pretty much just working in a warehouse. So let's go into here. But yeah, we've been going for a little bit, but this has been a pretty good stream. A lot of Q&A on this stream. If you're enjoying this stream, make sure you hit the like button and consider subscribing, guys. We can start getting more people in here. But yeah, the next step is to make, obviously the working logic and also a charging system where COs can charge inmates with whatever type of charge that they want to put on them, sort of thing. So if they if they catch you with contraband, they can physically take you to the charge room, charge you with it, and then punish you by segregating you in the chute. for up to 10 minutes, which will probably be at their desire to how long to send you there. But let's go with the stats FPS and a stat unit. But there we go, guys. Everything's normal. Everything's working good. Oh, we're dropping down to 20. I think this is normal to be like this bad because how big this place is. Yeah. That's good, guys. That's good. It's working beautifully. But that's what I wanted. And look, is the LOD. Look at the LOD on those. Oh, that's alright. 1700 draws, 1800 draws, 600 draws, 1400 draws, 1500 draws. I think that's good. I think that's good. It's not really doing any performance impact. And that's where we're at. But there we go. We've got our numbered racks. But that's pretty much where I'm going to probably leave this stream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish this racking, quickly map this place up. Then I've got to finish off the logic for the charge room. So the whole idea for the charge room is that to be able to charge a player, you have to bring them here. You have to get them to stand in this area. There's going to be a collision here. So an inmate has to be standing here and only one inmate can be standing here for this computer then to work. And you're able to bring up the charges of that inmate. It'd be a list of all these charges, previous charges, and then you can input a new charge. And then once you've inputted the new charge and you've given him a new charge, you've charged him with contraband or whatever, that type of stuff, you can even interrogate them beforehand. But once you've charged them, you can pretty much bring them up to the shoe and then segregate them for up to 10 minutes for punishment. But that's the idea for that. So I've still a little bit left to do for the computer logic, just to make some more things functionable. And then the next thing I'm going to do is create the charging logic. And then the third use for the computer is going to be the dispatch computer, where inmates are going to have access to their computer for the dispatch and stuff like that. But that's pretty much where we are, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and that's probably where I'm going to leave this stream. But how you doing, Toad Medicine, mate? Sir Weapons 2025 Cops and Robbers update. Maybe not anytime soon. But that's probably where I'm going to leave your stream, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you hit the like button and consider subscribing. What I'll do is once I've mapped this warehouse, I'll probably do a short video and just show you around and show you how everything's working. And that's pretty much where I'm going to leave it. And then once I've done this charging system and then we've done the job system, maybe added 1 or 2 more features, I can do another devlog, which will be devlog number 3. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next stream. I'm not sure when it's going to be, but we'll see you then. Peace.